This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, I can hear you.
Yeah. So before I start, so let me introduce myself because so my name is Shivakumar. Today I have some issue with my keyboard. Please bear with me. It is giving some strange issues. Shivakumar. Okay, I have around 19 years of experience. So I started my career as Oracle DBA. That is in the month of June 2003. Okay, and later I shifted to other technologies, but for the past 8.5 years, so I have been on DevOps, Azure DevOps, and two clouds, AWS and Azure Cloud. This is my brief introduction. Okay. Yeah, can you introduce yourself, Suman?
Hi, Shiv Kumar. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
My name is Suman, and that's all. There's nothing much to tell about me. I've
Okay.
not been working for some time, and I'm
Okay.
completely new to the course.
Okay.
I've read something about AWS, but it's just minimal.
Okay.
I'm not also from IT background.
No problem.
Yeah,
Because even non-IT people will be able to do this course. No problem.
that sounds good.
So when it comes to this course particulars, this is AWS admin, but we are going to cover AWS architect and admin also. Here, what is the difference between architect role and admin role? Yes, suppose Tarun, I think this is a repeated session for you. Please bear with me.
Okay.
For one day.
All right, no problem.
Can you hear me, Tarun?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, just bear with me for one class because
Sure.
this is a new student. Okay.
Okay.
This is a repeated session for you because already you have attended one session, right? Demo session.
Correct. Yes.
So when it comes to architect level, let's suppose I have some infrastructure, some servers, some computer systems running in my office. Okay. So when I want to run some servers in my office or in my organization, in my enterprise, okay, I have to bear complete cost, right? I have to purchase physical servers. I have to purchase license for operating system. I have to purchase license for softwares. I have to manage air conditioners. I have to manage power. Okay, many things I have to manage. Suppose I don't want to bear this kind of cost. Suddenly, I have decided to move my infrastructure to cloud. Immediately, if I approach a architect, he will give me complete guidelines to me. Okay, like how many servers are required, what is the monthly cost you have to pay. Okay, what is the load balancer? He will explain everything. Okay, but he is not going to really implement the things. Okay, so he's nothing but designer. So whatever design that is given by architect people, that is realized, that is implemented by admin guys. Okay, so to implement the idea given by architect, so admin guys are going to use AWS in three popular ways. So AWS admin. So here my keyboard is having issues today. AWS can be used in the following ways. What are the different ways of using AWS? One is from console, you can use AWS. Console is nothing but website. Just we have to log in into AWS website by using a link called console.aws.amazon.com. Okay, so there one UI is provided to you, user interface. From there you are going to create every service. You can create virtual machines. Okay, you can create load balancers. You can create storage. Okay, you can create networking. Everything you can create, but that is completely manual. Okay, so suppose tomorrow in the morning I want to automate this process. Automation means okay, creating some tasks okay on daily basis, regularly. Okay, let us assume one example. At morning 5 a.m. IST, I want to start a server. I want to start a virtual machine. Start a VM. And 5 p.m. IST, I want to stop it. This is my daily activity. So if I do this activity for first time in console, I cannot automate this. Automation means someone will execute some commands on our behalf. That is automation. And when it comes to the second approach, okay, so from commands also you can use AWS from commands. So this is nothing but AWS CLI. AWS CLI. CLI stands for command line interface. That means to create services in AWS, we write some simple commands that can be automated. Suppose I want to create a virtual machine. So to create a virtual machine, I have to use something like AWS, okay, run underscore instance. Okay, so like this simple commands I have to use AWS EC to run instance. The command to start a virtual machine, to create a virtual machine from command line is something like this: AWS EC to run instance. Okay, so yeah, these are the commands that can be automated. So when I write these commands, so I'm going to execute. That means we are not going to execute, just we are going to hand over these commands to one of the automated tools like Jenkins. Okay, from Jenkins, these commands can be automated. So Jenkins will execute these commands at a particular point of time. Jenkins will execute these commands, Jenkins or Azure DevOps or cron tab. These are the tools, these are the schedulers. Okay, when you schedule a command at a particular point of time, that particular command will be executed at that particular moment. Okay, so that is why AWS has given this way. And the third way of using AWS is from scripting also you can use. This is nothing but cloud formation. Cloud formation. So this is also called as something like IAC, means infrastructure as code. Infrastructure as code. So we are going to write a simple scripting like HTML and DHTML scripting, so that within minutes your software is your infrastructure is created. Infrastructure can be anything like servers, networking, load balancer, storage, memory, whatever it may be. We are going to write a script. That script can be reused for many times. So once you write the script, okay, so that script can be reused for creating different environments. Okay, environment is nothing but in every industry we have three environments, right? Dev environment, QA, and testing environment. Now, today there is a requirement for 50 servers with some software installation like IAS server. IAS is a web server for .NET application deployment. So today there is a requirement. So what is your responsibility as a cloud engineer? Your responsibility as a cloud engineer is to provide infrastructure to other team members. The infrastructure can be either virtual servers, okay, networking, memory, okay, storage, load balancers. So these are all comes under infrastructure. As a cloud guy or a DevOps guy, you people have to provide infrastructure. To provide infrastructure, we are going to write coding. Okay, we are going not coding, scripting. There is a lot of difference between coding and scripting. You have to write script here, or you have to write some commands. Commands or scripting can be automated, but whatever activities you are doing from console cannot be automated. That is purely manual. Okay, everyone knows console activities, but only few members will be knowing commands and scripting. Okay, so if you know scripting and commands, you will be given more weightage in the industry. Okay, so here these are the three different ways of using AWS. So who is going to use these one of these ways? AWS admins. So architects just they are going to give idea. They are just like designers. Now this is about the ways of using AWS. So there is another way of using AWS also, that is developer way. So developer, if you want to become AWS developer, okay, so you have to know all the aspects of architect. That means you must be an AWS solution architect. My keyboard is giving lot of issues today. Please bear with me. Architect, you must be architect plus admin, and you must be a developer. So as a developer, you must know at least one language thoroughly, either Java or .NET or Python. Okay, so this is not our focus. This is our beyond syllabus. Okay, so we are not going to uh, take up AWS developer course. This is completely for AWS admin. So these are the three different ways of using AWS. That means here a developer will be using AWS from coding. Okay, from coding. Coding is different, scripting is different. I told you, right? From coding, from programming language like Java, .NET, Python. Okay, he is going to use AWS. So these are the four different ways of using AWS. And apart from these four ways, okay, we have some specializations. Okay, like for data warehouse people. Okay, there is a service called Redshift. Okay, this is a specialization course. For artificial intelligence, there is a separate course. For Hadoop, there is a separate specialization. So like that, for every specialization people, there is a separate service in AWS. Okay, so these are the five different services, five ways of using AWS. Now, so is it clear? Any questions here? So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can say no. I will go to next topic.
Shivakumar, so 5 ways are, um, just to clear, I'm sorry, this is like my first class. So one is using as in AWS admin, then as an architect designer,
Yes.
like, and then
We don't use developer. Okay, we don't use any programming language because we are not AWS developers. Just we are AWS admins.
okay.
Hmm.
So is a Redshift? Redshift is nothing to do with this one, right?
No, nothing to do with this AWS course. That is a
So
different story completely.
yeah, so we do console and through via command and via scripting,
Scripting.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we have to understand one more important aspect of service model.
Okay.
Okay. Now when you want to launch a infrastructure, now suppose I wanted to launch one e-commerce application like Amazon shopping website, okay, or Flipkart. So to establish to launch that kind of infrastructure, we need so many servers, right? We need servers, hardware, networking, load balancers, database server, runtime, okay, and application. We need many things to launch a application in cloud platform. So in that scenario, my service model is going to describe what is your participation in establishing of application, whether you can provide all the components of the architecture or else whether you can provide only few components. Based on your participation, okay, based on the parts of application that you can provide, the service models are divided into three categories. One is IaaS. It is nothing but infrastructure. When I move to forward, it is going backward. This is a strange behavior of my keyboard today. Infrastructure, as a service. This is a first service model. When it comes to second service model, this is PaaS. This is nothing but platform as a service. This is nothing but the third category is software as a service. So these are the three different service models. So to understand this in a graphical format, I will take you to a, today my keyboard is not working properly. It is giving lot of frustration. So open this site. This is the best site to understand what are the different service models that are available. Okay, for service models, refer here. Okay. Now just go to this site and just scroll down. You are going to see three service models. I will open in a new tab. Now just look at this. Here, this is on-premise setup. Okay, so we are not going to provide accessibility to others. That means in our office only we have everything. We have to manage everything here. There is no involvement of cloud service provider. Here, first category is infrastructure as a service. in the infrastructure as a service, the below components like networking, storage, servers, virtualization, okay, they will manage. They means who? Cloud service providers. We don't manage them. Okay. So the above components like operating system, middleware, runtime, data, applications are managed by us. So managing OS means we have to purchase license. Okay, we have to upgrade to latest version. We have to manage middleware. Middleware means some Tomcat servers. Okay, WebLogic servers we have to manage. Runtime means like Java, .NET applications we have to install, we have to manage. And this is data and application. That means in infrastructure as a service, almost half components are managed by AWS and remaining components are managed by us. And when it comes to platform as a service, see, most of the components are managed by AWS. Okay, cloud service providers. So they will manage everything like networking, storage, servers, virtualization, operating system, middleware, runtime. And data and applications we have to manage. And when it comes to software as a service, suppose I am developing a large application, e-commerce application. For that, I need some support from other third-party people. Okay, I will take support from other third-party people who is going to provide support for some software. Okay, so suppose in the e-commerce application I have some modules like payment module, orders module, and net banking, authorization, authentication. In that I need to take help from somebody else for having some services, so I can integrate those services with my main software. Okay, some third-party service providers are there, they will give support for your software, main software. Okay, so that comes under software as a service. So like this we have three different service models. Okay, when it comes to cloud platform. So every cloud supports these three service models: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. It is not responding. My keyboard is not responding. Okay. Now when it comes to AWS global, this is the issue I'm facing from last night. Okay, so when it comes to AWS global infrastructure, here we are going to see how AWS is managing all the services like servers, networking. Okay, where it is keeping. Actually, when you want to create some virtual entities, some physical things are there, right? Okay, so to manage every infrastructure by the cloud, by the AWS platform, so what happens? AWS has decided to launch, to have some regions. Okay, so what is the region actually? A region is a geographical area. geographical area on the globe. Again, regions. A region will have one or two availability zones. Availability zone is nothing but data center. Availability zone is nothing but data center, where exactly all the physical infrastructure is available. Okay, so every data center will have something like power supply, air conditioning, okay, physical servers. Okay, so like this. Globe. Next, when it comes to availability zone, so availability zone generally it is a part of a region. And every availability zone will contain one or more data centers. Okay, it is a part of an availability zone. So now to understand this availability zone and data center, let us open.
Hey Shiva, this is Swapna. I have a question, quick question. So is this a DevOps session only or it is AWS admin? Because I'm seeing the topics what you're discussing are repeating. So I just
See,
want to
this
confirm.
is actually first repeated class for you. Okay, so in this room actually a new some new students have joined. Okay, so this is a prerequisite, also prerequisite for DevOps. Okay, once you
Oh,
complete all these AWS prerequisites, we are going to move to DevOps. Okay, did you get my point, Swapna?
yeah. Thanks, Shiva.
Only one for one class you you have to bear with me, not to
No
one
problem.
class is of you. Okay, so two classes will be repeated. Already you have attended for two sessions, right? These two sessions will be repeated
Okay.
because these are
Okay,
the
sure.
newly joined students. Okay, actually it is
Okay, sure.
AWS class. Okay, as a part of DevOps, you have to learn few AWS sessions also. That is why I have invited you.
Okay.
Actually, this is AWS, not DevOps. Okay, so DevOps I
Yes.
will start soon. Okay, once I finish all these things, okay, you have to learn all these things before you start the DevOps. That is why. Okay, so every DevOps student also, okay, will attend these AWS classes. So
Sure, Shiva.
today, okay, so once you finish these activities, we are going to start DevOps classes. Because if I directly start DevOps, you are not able to understand anything. That is why, okay, so you have to attend these AWS sessions for 2 weeks. Then I will shift it to 6:15. Okay, AWS class will be shifted to 7 o'clock. Okay, then we will do every activity. Okay, we are going to
Thanks.
interchange these two batches.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks for your time.
So till 2 weeks, Swapna, you have to attend these sessions only. Till 2 weeks, there is no DevOps session. Did you get my point?
Yes, Shiva, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Now, if I want to show this data center diagram, data center images. Now see here, this is a data center image generally. So every data center will have like this some racks. Okay, I will open a clear. These are the racks. Open this one. Are you seeing some racks here? Racks, and within the racks we have physical servers. So every rack is a independent location, independent shelf actually. So in our house also we are going to have some racks, right, for keeping our furniture. Okay, these are the racks where exactly the physical servers are located. Every rack will have its own power supply. Okay, its own connectivity. Okay, so sometimes when I create one physical server virtual machine, so my physical server may be there in one rack, hard disk is there in second rack. Okay, because whenever first rack goes down, okay, I can collect my valuable information from my hard disk, because for every server hard disk is most important, right? Okay, so the hard disk can be stored, may be stored, okay, in second rack. So my virtual server, my actual computer system is stored in first rack. Okay, that is completely hidden. From our point of view, this is a virtual server. So when I create virtual server or virtual machine, somewhere else in the data center, Amazon data center, it will be created. Okay, it is going to be managed by AWS only. We are not going to manage it. Now, when it comes to AWS infrastructure, AWS global infrastructure. So I cannot tolerate this. Today there is a lot of frustration. My keyboard is giving. AWS global infrastructure. Okay, so if you scroll it down, are you seeing AWS is having 26 launch region? Okay, in our India also, in US we have more than one region. In India we have only one region of AWS. So across world we have 26 launch regions, 84 availability zones, and just look at this diagram. So this is a global map of AWS. Here you are seeing some circles. So every circle is nothing but it is a region. Okay, so some circles, some regions are launched, some regions are not launched so far. So how to differentiate between the regions which are launched and which are going to be launched? This is a problem with my keyboard today. So these are the yellow color circles are regions which are going to be launched in the near future. So here we have a region here. This is Spain region. This is not launched so far. And all blue color regions are launched. Ireland. This is the issue with my keyboard today. Please bear with me. Now this is Europe region. And now this is UAE coming soon. And now this is something like US government clouds. US government regions you and me cannot use. Now this is coming in Hyderabad in India. Okay, one region is there in Mumbai, but the Hyderabad Hyderabad availability zone is not Hyderabad region is not launched so far. Okay, so this is something about global infrastructure. So a region is nothing but a geographical area on the globe. Every region will have one or two availability zones, and every availability zone will have multiple data centers. Now, what is the importance of availability zone within a region? Okay, so to understand this, let me draw a diagram. Just imagine this is my AWS region, like North Virginia. Okay, North Virginia, it is a region from USA. North Virginia. Okay, so this is further divided into 3 availability zones. Just for better understandability, what I will do, I will take 3 availability zones. This is one availability zone. Great nuisance. Like this, we can have 3 availability zone. This is first availability zone. This is second availability zone, and this is third availability zone. So here I have my servers in 3 availability zones. Okay, these are the servers. You can assume these stars are my servers. This is one server, this is another server, this is another server. Okay, so every availability zone is an independent location. So between each and every availability zone, there is a distance of 1000 to 2000 kilometers. Okay, so due to some disaster, sometimes what happens, availability zone may go down due to floods, due to fire accident. Okay, it's so if one availability zone gets corrupted, so whatever data and whatever application is running in the first availability zone will be failover to second availability zone. So that what we can achieve high availability, right? So my servers are available at 3 different availability zones. So if one of the availability zone affected, okay, nothing will be there. So nothing is impacted here. Because this is my end user system. Okay, my end user is using this application. This is my end user. This can be either PC or laptop or mobile phone. So from a mobile phone, we can use my application, right? Suppose in my server, in the servers, I am running an application called e-commerce application, like Amazon shopping website, Flipkart. Okay, these are the applications that can be run in my servers. So while my application is running, my end user will be able to use my application, right? Okay, from here, my end user is using this application. So while he is using this application, assume that this availability zone has corrupted. Okay, so due to some floods, fire accident, okay, short circuits, hardware failure. So when such is the case, okay, so automatically whatever application that is running in first availability zone will be failover to second availability zone. When second availability zone is also down, what happens here? My application will be failover to third availability zone. Okay, that means because every availability zone is an independent location which is have a distance of 1000 to 2000 kilometers in between. Okay, so nothing is impacted in the second availability zone. So when first availability zone goes corrupted, so in that way we can achieve high availability of the application. Okay, so this is about AWS global infrastructure, regions, availability zones, and data centers. So till this point, do you have any questions? Tomorrow, anyhow, we are going to continue remaining topics.
No, no questions.
So then we continue tomorrow at 6:15 with same link. So just go through the recording once again. Okay, our session timings are for now it is 6:15 to 7, 45 minutes. I will take all my cloud classes 45 minutes. DevOps session is 1 hour. This approach I am following for the past 5 years. And this is a time for first 2 weeks. So after that your timing will be changed to 7:15, 1 hour later. So will it work for you, everyone?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's fine for me.
I'm actually in Michigan time zone, EST, so it just gets a little late for me, but that should be okay.
My keyboard is behaving strangely today.
I didn't want you to take class.
It is just happening from the last night only because I would have to contact a hardware person.
So Shivkumar, where can I access the recording? Will I be sent a link or
No. Every day recording is posted in Google Drive. Okay, that will be shared with you. Okay,
okay.
share your email ID so that I will share recordings. You have to open same link every day within the drive only. You can get
Okay.
every day's recording, every day session recording.
Okay. So I send my email ID in the chat.
Yes.
Okay.
Swapna, after 2 weeks, your DevOps timings becomes 6:15.
Sure, thanks, Shiva.
So till 2 weeks, there is no DevOps session. So just you have to attend these prerequisite DevOps sessions. Okay.
Okay,
So convey to Veeramani also.
sure.
So today I'm stopping. Thank you guys. Tomorrow we meet again at the same time.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.